Chris 6 weather forecast.
Hey there, happy Friday to you. I'm meteorologist Stefanie and it is going to be a windy one here in the coastal bend. You know my phrase, disrespectful winds, and you're definitely going to get an example of why I call them that as soon as maybe the next 2 hours from now. Winds are really going to pick up after sunrise. We're getting a good view of that starting to happen here from our studio skycam overlooking downtown Corpus Christi. And something else to note from this view, those beautiful Texas flags atop the towers there on shoreline. Yeah, they have no trouble showing the colors this morning because a couple hundred feet up, those winds are whipping. We're already around 40, 50 miles per hour that high up. And so those flags are really having an easy time showing us their colors. Now, it's not so windy here at the ground level, but once the sun pokes its head up over the horizon and warms things up, we will see something called mixing, where we literally see those stronger winds above mix with the lighter winds here at the surface. All that will result in a pretty breezy start for us here across the coastal bend. So with all that in mind, weather alerts related to the wind, a small craft advisory in effect until 7 o'clock tonight, including both Corpus Christi and Nueces Bays, Laguna Madre, all the way down to Baffin Bay and the nearshore waters. That's because we're going to have that strong southeast wind pushing all that water around. And so it's going to be a little rough out there. We will also have an elevated risk for rip currents. So whatever your weekend plans may be, keep in mind that it's probably going to be a little dicey out on the water because of that wind. But even on land here, we're going to have to secure any loose items that might be part of the celebrations because the winds, again, pretty benign right now, keeping things between 10 and 15 miles per hour on the coast, inland a little bit lighter, but that southeast flow is really going to be picking up here over the next couple of hours in a big way. Now, our temperatures are warmer because of that southeast flow, on the order of 5 to about 15 degrees. We're taking it to 17 in Kingsville, but the difference brings us to temperatures that look like this in your neighborhood. We're in those upper 50s to 60s, even a 71-degree reading at NAS Corpus Christi this morning, so 639 looking a lot warmer right now versus yesterday. However, this afternoon, the warm-up won't be as drastic because those winds are going to keep our temperatures in check. Still, you can expect at least the lower 80s in your neighborhood on this Friday. So what about the morning? For that, we turn to the dog walking forecast. This is Elvis. We're showing you all our Easter pups that were sent in by viewers like you. So as Elvis goes for his walk today, yeah, he's going to have to hold on to those bunny ears because the wind starts to pick up pretty quickly. Temperatures warming through the 70s. And look at the difference between 8 and 9 a.m. for that wind, going from 13 miles per hour for a sustained wind to 20 miles per hour for sustained wind. So it's really going to get breezy here. And that southeast flow, again, bringing that increase in our humidity, will be around 50% throughout the afternoon. That's a big difference from the past couple of days where we've been around 20, then 30, then 40. So sustained winds, 26, 30 miles per hour. We'll see gusts on the order of 40 to 45 miles per hour, and that lasts through the weekend. All of that strong southeast flow will bring us humid to very humid conditions before a cold front brings things back in check. So your Easter weekend forecast turns out like this. Nice, other than the wind. Again, you'll have to watch out for that all weekend long. And as we take a look at the 7-day forecast, that brings us to 92 degrees on April 1st, Monday.